Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host. Hmm. How you doing? How's it going? I'm not doing too bad. You may remember the last two episodes I have been rather tired, so today's episode is coming to you from a much earlier 4 a.m. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Well, I've been working hard. I did not stream. I took the night off, and I did that to put out Final Fantasy 13 2. This is what I've been working on. This has been the project over the last few days. I've had some assistance and I have finally it's up now, actually, if you haven't seen it. It's going to be going up every day at 11:30 a.m. Cranberry and I, if you don't know, we played through Final Fantasy 13 2 about started in about November. It is now August. It's tough. The game is it's been many hurdles getting me to actually upload it. One, none the least of which is that they're all demonetized because Square Enix copyright struck every video. But it's up. It's fun. Game's good. I mean, the game is not good, but it's fun. Cranberry and I had a good time. You should check it out. It is very bad for sound balancing because you can't tweak individual aspects of it, i.e., turn the freaking music that's getting me copyright struck down. But it's okay. It was a good time. It was fun. I'm finally getting around to it. The thing that has spurned me to put out these videos that I've been sitting on for so long is that Cranberry wants to play something else. So once these are done up, we're gonna probably do another series. Maybe we'll do 13-3. I think we're gonna play It Takes Two, but not too certain either way. But that stuff's finally out. I'm going to be hopefully trying to knock out some of these long-term projects that I've been dragging my feet on. I got like 2 or 3 more on the horizon now that I gotta work on. But anyway, for today's question, yesterday's question, I asked you how long do you like to sleep? Today's question, I want to ask you how long have you gone without sleeping? I'm a lightweight. I can't go long. I very rarely do 24 hours. I think the longest I went was like 30 hours. Yeah. Usually, though, like the times in my life where I have had a big period of time where I did not take any big sleeps, I would take like a 2 hour nap or something. Like I went to a friend's party when I was in high school and I stayed the night. And I stayed over, but I didn't actually go to sleep because we were having a good time. But I did end up taking like a 2 hour nap midway through the night. So, you know, kind of stayed up all night, kind of didn't. It's shaky. And even then, that was like maybe 24 hours. I think the longest is 30 hours that I went. And then I was like, all right, I'm out. But anyway, some people can go for a long time. I am not one of those people. I gotta sleep. Let's begin, shall we? Stifled the yawn. Alright, here we go. Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Sap Seraph, Stygian Umbra, Energy Siphon, Packed Morsels, Titan's Tooth. It's fine. Stygian Umbra's fine. Stygian anything's fine. Umbra is good because you have a... Okay, it's Founding Seal. Alright. Monster Train's giving us a softball run today. No conduit, that's okay. I think the stronger early game really is Handheld Totem here, so let me tell you about this a little bit. I believe this is the case. I think that Handheld Totem is stronger here for an important reason. One of the biggest killers in your early game is the boss combats on, like, things that will actually kill you from full health is Combat 1 boss plus 5/1 damager behind him spawns. In a combo like this, if you don't draw your answer or you don't have an answer, having Tethys sweep and kill that 5/1 is a really big deal and can save you a lot of health. Obviously, we have a potential answer, but I think that the sweep is really important for that reason. It makes it so that I can take almost any trial here, and if it's a unit draft trial. I will not be taking Mark of Invasion, but this is the sort of combat I'm talking about. There's going to be a 5/1 behind chains. Having a sweep option to kill him is going to be very important. Because, the boss Having the boss and Relentless do 10 damage is a lot more than doing 5 damage. Incredible, I know. 2, 5, 5. If I pack morsels for sure here. Yeah, I was about to say if I hit Umbra morsel, I get to save this train steward, which is big. That's very, very big. That train steward's gonna do a lot of work. He's basically gonna win it for us. This is the big thing about Shade Splitter. It's a really strong card in Combat 1 if you have a weak champion. Giving just +6, +3 to a train steward is really high value. It is quite good. I'm going to kill this Forge Disciple, not play the Train Steward, because I can put morsels down, which will be similarly good. Lifesteal morsels are very strong here. Now, this looks bad, but it's going to shift as soon as I kill this 5-1, because the lifesteal takes effect. Yeah. Great first combat. A shame that it wasn't something that I could take a trial for, although a trial would make this much more awkward. So, I'll take it. I only have 4 hours of space left on my hard drive. Better make sure this video is under 4 hours. I'll take Flash Freeze. Titan's Gratitude is a card that works as a damage spell for all the spell weakness. However, Flash Freeze says deal 3 damage to a target. I'm gonna take Titan's Gratitude. Change my mind. I don't think I need the ping that badly. Umbra Assault says deal 3, but it also... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take Umbra Assault. If I'm excited about Flash Freeze dealing 3, why am I not excited about Umbra Assault dealing 3? Right? It's not so easy. There's no multi-strike in the shop. But there's a Siren of the Sea. It is pretty good. I'm willing to take this artifact. We should be pretty strong here. I could take Guild Marker. Yeah, this does something interesting, because I'm pretty sure with Guild Marker I can reroll this shop now. Yeah, I don't get the multi-strike, but I get Incan Armor 2 for it, which is good. Now we're gonna put Quick here. Yeah, alright, let's go. Doing a lot of conversing about the strength of this run when we have Siren and double Incant here, right? But it's worth talking about the things that can catch you. It's good to talk about the early game with Stygian. Stygian is one of the stronger clans with one of the weakest early games. Tethys is bad, as we're all well aware at this point. Tethys is very, very bad. And figuring out is a little better. Figuring out where you draw the line with Tethys, where you go, okay, I can't take this, it'll kill me, is really important. And talking about the different paths too. Like that, I think there's some good info here. I think things that you probably already know, but at this point, I'm not going to assume anything. I think it's better to explain everything, basically. Some people may be just getting into the game, especially with the Switch release coming up soon. I'll try, when the Switch release comes out, I'll try to be even more descriptive of what I'm doing than I already am. Take Offering Token. I don't want another Titan's Gratitude and Flash Freeze. We have Offering Token here with Founding Seal. It's pretty good. Mind Collapse is okay. Perils is okay. I'll go Mind Collapse. I'm gonna go to Super Ultra for this run also because it is double incants. I don't get to take a second Siren until after Arcus. I could take one at the Hellvent, but I could take one here without multi-strike, basically. It's pretty rough. Like, it is, the lineup here isn't great. I want to go left. Light's Gift is good. Tethys will still die on the Divinity, but that doesn't matter too much. Kill an enemy is pretty good. I don't get any value out of Most Blessed Sword until Divinity, because now Tethys is protected on top 4. Really good at Relic lineup here. I kind of want to go Holy Shield, but I don't think it does much. I feel like I should go Petrified Skull. Petrified Skull is a good pickup here because it lets us target down mini bosses on the Divinity, which may be a stopper. Take a quick peek. Nah. I'm okay. Nothing here is worth going into the orange. Alright, let's kick it. We are not for sure winning right now. It's pretty close, right? But I can fumble this run in the next few rings. I have to give the game some respect, more or less. I think dodging Ember Drain there is actually just wrong. Like a bad bomb placement lineup could kill me on this situation. Actually, with the days it's a lot harder too. I don't get to have 2 Sirens though, that's the big conundrum. If I get a Siren from this, it'll be pretty good. I'll take either one. I will not be picky. I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter even what Siren they give. I'm just hopeful for one of them. With double incants, we just want to get the value as quickly as we can. And if I self-infuse, I might go... Like, if I pull a Siren from this combat, I might go to the left in the next ring and grab the duplicate. And then if they don't get both having multi-strike, it's okay. Not ideal. Maybe I do need to get them both with multi-strike. We'll see what it looks like. Can 50-50 with Titan's Gratitude, Titan's Tooth here. I think it's worth it. Too bad. I'm gonna take 5 for that. That's a shame. I think I would have taken 5 either way. I had to play a Train Steward or something like that, maybe. Doesn't really matter. But damage will not mean much in the long term. Go ahead and let myself end turn. I'm gonna also click Super Ultra here. Don't just end turn here, make sure I kill that enemy. I think the 83 190 is good enough though. Sorry, 179. Yeah, don't think Daedalus cuts through 179 health very quickly. Alright, what do you got for me here? Ancient Synergy, great card. Always a fan. Armor Shark is interesting. I don't think I need it though, is the problem. Like, it doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, we're gonna go left in the next ring. Yeah, I don't like these infusions for my Sirens. I don't need the armor. It's too much. And if I had Rage Siren, I would probably grab Guard of the Unnamed here, aka Armor Shark, but I do not. I'll take Draw. And here's the pathing idea. I'll give you the philosophy here. I think this is a tough choice, but I think you go left. We guarantee second Siren. That way we can infuse here. We have 2 more Steel Shops in a row to find multi-strike. I don't think I need to see 3, and I won't die in the next ring without multi-strike. I will live the next ring. So that's what leads me to this choice. And we can duplicate and get our second Siren at this Hell Vent. So that's the plan. And if we do see Siren of the Sea here, which we do, great news. I get to take a second offering token. And we get removals. It's definitely a higher value to go this path here. There's no doubt in my mind it's better. Where's my offering token? There it is. I don't want to take too many, but 1 is good. Conduit is great news. Didn't take energy right away because we might see Conduit. You'll have to see it. Conduit also makes it so that I'm less incentivized to go to magic shops because -1s are effectively much, much worse now. I think the second Siren is more valuable than playing Morsels would be here. Having... What was it? 1, 2, 8 incants triggering here. This is gonna be slowing us down a bit if I'm not on Super Ultra. Just a touch. gonna cause just a bit of slowdown. And that sweep's nice. I will not kill this enemy, but I'm still gaining for playing out these spells. Like, I'm increasing the damage taken. We're going to take 5 again. It's fine. We get multi-strike, that never happens again. Or we infuse on ourselves. Like, there's plenty that we can do about this. We can make the deck better to fix this. It is a little gross. We're going to take some damage, though. You don't love to see it, but it is what it is. Take another 6, exactly. See that? Put him to exactly 30. Very nice. Yeah. The Sirens without multi-strike will present a bit of an issue. I think this run should get there, though. Hot take, I feel like this run of Stygian with double incant and 2 Siren of the Seas is going to make a comeback here. Taking 11 damage here, I don't think it sets us behind too much. I think it's survivable. Ice Storm's a good card. It's one energy spell. What I'm looking for right now. Ideally 1 energy damage spell. I actually kind of want to go for Excavation Eruption here. It's 2 costs. I have to do something about this for the Divinity, but hey, hope peace. Alright, let's hit multi-strike first try here. Nice. I'm really good. Okay. From this position, I feel very confident in our victory. I would say it's assured, but I don't want to be overconfident. However, it's pretty likely. Our pack shard number is at 65 right now with the duplicate. 65. This would put me at 80. It's okay to put the Value Stone Ancient Synergy here. It's similar to -1 though, once I get Conduit too, but it's better if Conduit ever dies, which will happen. I think I leave it open. Let's removal real quick and take out these Train Stewards. Alright. Good to go. I'm going to not take Value Stone here, as you can see. With Light's Gift, I'm still a little afraid of taking +6 here. I'd have to do something real weird. Nah, you know what? I can take this. I'm down. We're gonna do something a little strange here, though. Check this one out. I'm going to put Tethys in front. Yeah, I'm gonna put Tethys in front. Because they're all dazed, Tethys will kill all of the Sycophants first, and then the Siren gets to hit and not waste her attacks. This way Tethys will open up the... Actually, I can just Petrified Skull, so it was all for naught. However, it would have been really cool, right? Like, if that was the difference maker there, that would have been a real big brainer. Like, that would have felt really cool if I killed that guy off of that. Oh well. Play Energy Siphon. We don't want to disrespect this combat since it's Crystal Cloak, you know? Crystal Cloak is scary. Probably not too scary here though when you look at our 76 times 2. Yeah. Sometimes I worry, right? Even with double incants, I don't know. I'm always afraid nowadays. I've had a few incant runs sneak away from me, and so now I feel fear when I play incant. My confidence is shaken. Like Shattered Shell, I feel very confident in my ability to win with. Incant, I have felt worse and worse lately. I think I'm good to let the enemies walk here and just press end turn a few times now. I'm never certain though, so I always play it safe. I'm gonna press end turn. I'm pretty sure Crystal Cloak doesn't get through this. Yeah, puts down 80 though. Respectable. Respectable amount of damage, Crystal Cloak. reasonable. Sapsarah. Second Ancient Synergy is good. This card is very good. 48 times 3 is strong. Name Tome is nice though. It's free, permafrost. Yeah, I'll do on Name Tome. Nah. Could have an intrinsic damage shield spell right now for Tethys, but alas. Totem Fragment's bonkers. This relic is insane. Huge fan. Precious Plating, Mark of a Champion, not too interested in. Precious Plating's fine, but I don't want to spend 200 on it. Volatile Gauge is interesting, actually. Because we're going to have Conduit, too. Let's just have a bunch of draw. I don't think it's right, but it's interesting. I am willing to trade 25 HP here for 150 gold. Shocking as it may be. I'd love to see, I'd love to see plus 10 piercing here, is what I would have said. Okay. I want, the left here I'm at effectively 75. I can go to an even 100 without having to do much. I don't need to take anything here, basically. Ooh, I need to stand up, what the hell? I have not stretched my leg in a little while. Let's do that. You should do that too if you haven't stood up recently. Think about it. When's the last time you stood up? Take a second. For me, it is right now. You can probably hear a slight difference because I am now above my microphone instead of below it. And I believe my microphone has a setting on it, which means that it is optimized for peering in a specific direction. And that direction is not me towering over it. I've been inconsistent on if I do the Ember Drain or not. Right now I am not. I am taking the Ember Drain so that I get the extra incant. Your feelings on which one is better to do. Your feelings on if you would type Order Wall or not may vary. I personally think the one incant is worth more than dodging Ember Drain. Kinda depends on the turn after, but you can't know the turn after, so it's just a guessing game. Yeah, we are gonna play Unnamed Tome and throw out Petrified Skull, but throw it out on bottom floor. I just want to do it so I get the spellcasts. It doesn't matter too much because our Siren of the Sea is killing everything. I think I was pretty close to missing an incant there as well. I guess actually it was impossible, but I should have checked, right? There's times where things happen in this game and they just work. Like I'll do something and it'll just work. That was one of those times there where playing Excavation Eruption was right, but I didn't check to make sure it's right. If I wanted to be better about this, I would just check turns like that. But the way that I do it is I try to gauge if the turn's going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, this run is a good example. Or that turn that I just played is a good example. Talking about something else, I'm trying to keep the flow going. I did not play Energy Siphon first. Why didn't I? Well, it wasn't really on my mind, more or less, but I just kind of thought I'd play it last. Why would I play it last? No real reason. It doesn't matter though, is the thing. That's what I'm trying to impart on you here. In the grand scheme of things, this unit being 236 times 2 instead of 239 times 2 is not going to change the outcome of this fight. I think it actually is 240, right? It gains 6 on every incant, really? That's crazy. Every incant you get +6/+6. We're getting the value of a Morsel Maker infusion every turn. Or every spell, I should say. That's wild. I can take double draw. I know I don't have a way for Tethys to live, and I don't think I care. Go left. Lost Luggage is cool. Wouldn't mind Cleansing Water also. I like Lost Luggage a lot, though. But I took double draw, which makes it a little worse. You know, I'll take Cleansing Water because I took double draw. Take our second Siren. And this is a by-the-book standard Siren run. Got yourself a double incant, you got yourself 2 Sirens. I should try to do something to keep Tethys alive. I've passed all of the options that would help keep Tethys alive at this point, but... I'll just play top 4, I guess, here. If I play top 4, I'm going to take 3 curses per turn, but it doesn't really matter. I should still incant enough that it doesn't make a big enough difference. How has Umbra assault been on this run? It has been on this run. I can give it that much. I need to silence something here. Maybe I could take space on this run also. Alright, I'm going to take 10. I'm going to silence one of the curse generators to lower our curses. Just a touch. You can keep discarding the curses also. What in tarnation? Doesn't matter. Like, it can't really give me a bad outcome there. That's just surprising to see. Purified Skull enemies that matter. Feel something getting I feel a cough coming up is what I should say. The other start of that other phrasing there is weird. I feel something coming. That's not. Imagine every time you go to cough, or like you meet someone, every time they go to cough, I feel something coming. That would be insufferable. That would be tough, is what that would be. Just the absolute most dramatic way to approach every single conversation. Alright, I'm gonna press end turn 3 times here. The boss is dead. I did not hold the silence tone for the boss, and that's because I didn't think I would need to. By the time the boss spawns, you're doing so much damage it doesn't matter, right? Right. What are we doing on recording space? 3 hours and 38 minutes remaining. I think Tethys is worth more than the Guardian Stone. It's close, but I do think I believe in Tethys enough. Engine upgrade's cool here. A lot of times here I would say engine upgrade doesn't count as an incant, but it does because I can engine upgrade on the floor after I play my units because I don't need the space for anything. I should probably go to a magic shop on this run, right? I don't really need to, but I should go. Let's take our 10 and 25 here. So not a great one, it's Purge and Spell Chain. I saw Spell Chain Offering Token. Actually, Spell Chain Petrified Skull is really good. That's strong enough. Add a remove consume to that, you got a real banger. Oh wow, I got the spells one. Double stack? Nah. -1 is cool. Put it onto a card that doesn't have Tethys value. Probably. Just put it on Shade Splitter. I want to be lazy and not put it on Shade Splitter, but I'll put it on Shade Splitter. +10 to Ice Storm. Double stack, I'm not interested. Yeah, I can remove Consume Petrified Skull. Pay 3 energy, kill 2 enemies seems good. Yeah, thought about doing it on engine upgrade there, but I'm not interested. I don't need Lightstone Casing for anything. Chain of Gems gives me 2 more Tethys turns, which is nice. I can take that. Add a Morsel. Split Anvil is good when Tethys is dead. We're planning around Tethys dying. I didn't take answers or prioritize it because I don't think Tethys' death is going to make a big difference on this run. But I will still... I'll take something here for Tethys, right? Can't leave our girl out in the cold like this. I think Mind Collapse with a +10 is pretty good. Yeah. was hoping I would have enough for removals so that I could cut Umbra Assault. I don't know if I've picked Umbra Assault and been happy with it lately. The card's really bad now. It just feels to me like they need to bring all the pings up a little bit. As a whole, pings are doing a little worse. You're well aware why, but you know, the big problem I have with pings isn't that they only do 3 and enemies have like 25. My problem is that when you give them a +10, they still don't get you kills. That's where I think the real issue is. I shouldn't be put into the position where... Just pop this enemy. I shouldn't be put into the position where I have a 13 damage piercing spell and that spell doesn't kill the backliners on the Divinity, right? That's the thing that I really hate about it. I don't hate it per se, mind you. I am very tired, so I do need to make sure that my brain plays Tethys first. I can feel it now. 4:30. Thankfully the game gave me a toss, right? This is a very free run out of monstertrain today. They threw me a bit of a bone here. However, I'm gonna make sure I squeeze the most out of Tethys I can. Don't need to feed more harvests. I could silence this harvest. 170? He needs 3 harvests to catch up in health with an uninfused light wings, gilded wings. Interesting. Just checking. I can kill 170 here. I can. If I didn't feel good about killing 170 there, I would have played the Silenced Tome on the Harvester. But he's dead. Yeah. You know, we may as well sit down and do some math every now and then. Pretend like I know what I'm doing here in monstertrain and I'm not just lucking into these. One of those is true. It's up to you to determine which one. Do I know what I'm doing? Am I just winging it and hoping for the best? At this point, it's hard to say. Now, isn't it? Do some quick math. 50 times 2, which is actually times 3 because 2 spell weakness is 3x. 50 times 3 is 150. Yeah. So, like, I should play this energy siphon on the front enemy, because that'll let me, yeah. So the question there was if I put it on the front or the backmost enemy, but putting it on the front means that this does 200 and kills the front guy in one hit, letting me wipe them all out. I got it. Hang on, I don't want to play that yet. I need a target for my petrified skull. I wanted to call it siphon skull there. Like, my brain was about to say siphon skull. What is siphon skull? It's soul siphon from Wormkin, but for skulls? Uncertain. Petrified skull is nuts. I'm not playing the most efficient options here. We'll live. I'll play Petrified Skull. I just had a moment of realization. Spell chain Petrified Skull, this is your answer if your game plan's problem is you need to live to Relentless. Right? But then also, like that's step 1. Part 1 is it helps you live to Relentless because you just get to pick 2 heavies and kill them. But what it really does is if you're playing a battering ram strategy, you can just kill them with, you can kill the enemies for the battering ram to hit. Because the big problem with battering ram plans is you never can actually land battering ram on the boss in time. Petrified Skull does it. I figured it out. Alright. Good fight, Seraph. On to the Divinity. Remember I play my Tethys first? Tethys first should give me 3 rounds of Tethys, which should give me plenty of time to get settled in here. We have Split Anvil to mitigate it now too. No damage shield is good. I'm confident that this is just the easier of the starting waves. I don't think that it's close either. I think that you have one wave that is just much, much easier to deal with than the other. Don't play morsels anymore. Morsels don't go here. Alright. We got a little time on Tethys still, because of the 10 HP. You got time, Tethys. You'll make it. You'll live. We won't hear Tethys' death scream here. We heard the death scream. We heard it on chains, I think. No, Tethys lived chains, didn't she? When is the last time I heard Tethys' death sound? I don't actually remember. Maybe I haven't heard it. Oh, the Purge Stone is just a Consume Stone with Hope for Peace. That does make sense. However, I forgot that interaction. It is a strange one. For sure. It does matter, by the way. I'm picking off all these enemies. It does matter if you're wondering. 7 kills you. 7, 25, 25 kills you. 7 times 2 kills you. 7 times 2 kills you. I don't play Rubble Morsel, it dies to Harvest, right? 7, 25, 25. 7, 7, and that's the end. Okay. But I can't give it to the AoE armor, so I guess we're chilling. Hey, there's that mini boss I took a Petrified Skull for. Alright, Tethys, it's been a pleasure. See you later. I'm gonna go ahead and silence that wave there. It is a shame about Tethys. I would have liked to have kept Tethys alive, but at this point we also have 4 energy, so I'm not that worried about it. Huh, look at that. The 11 damage trample gets fully eaten up. 1, 10, not 1. Oh yeah, that's 11. Good screen, Tethys. Great work. Love to hear it. This would be scary. I think with 1 Frozen Lance, though, you would be fine too. Let's look through this. Let's see how close it really is. Oh yeah, I can't play morsels anymore. Before I go flexing on the Petrified Skull gang. That didn't even change it that much. Because your breakpoint is 1 or 240 and I'm not reaching that. I mean, obviously I am because I can just play the skull, but I wanted to see how close this would look without the skull there. Maybe I should have skulled the Inquisitor. Almost certainly I should have skulled the Inquisitor. He's going to take like 600 though, so he's not going to kill me. Assuming no damage spells anyway too. Like 600, 606. Pretty good. My quick math has gotten a lot better with this game. Like, Slay the Spire, you do math, but you don't have to do this much math. Like, there's not this many enemies on the screen in Slay the Spire, right? The game does the math for you also, but sometimes I like to do the math, you know? More doing the math to see how much you're dying by, right? Because that's what I mean to say here, I suppose. Or what I should say here. The math you do is math to figure out how much damage your character that has an X is taking so that you turn around the X. I hate that AoE spell shield. I hate that Tethys is dead, but I guess it doesn't matter also. Tethys' death means nothing to me. Oh, you had spell shield. Oh, but they all have 10 frostbite. Okay, back most enemies dead. Yeah, I'll just press enter. Would I have pushed that enemy over 316? Probably not, but better safe than sorry is my motto. I believe in you, Excavation Eruption. Great work, buddy. Boss takes quite a bit of damage here. Quite a large amount of damn, if you will. Is it good to start your run with Founding Seal as Stygian? It really is one of those questions that I'm not sure we will have an answer to in our millennia. Is Founding Seal Siren self-infused good? Yeah, probably. I would say so. For the enemy, it's pretty bad, though. Now, isn't it? Alright. That's the episode. I gotta click through. Alright. That's the... No, one more. I think there are some things you can learn from this run. I mean, realistically, the thing that you have to learn, the biggest thing that'll kill you on a run like this is man's hubris. You have to not get overconfident with your Founding Seal and die, basically. You gotta get your first incant unit before you really get rolling. Alright. This is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.